Alright, back on the old Hudson Terraplane. So I'm kind of glutton for punishment. I really want to know if it runs or not. I don't know why I want to do this to myself. It's been fun so far. Unfortunately, I didn't turn the video camera on beginning of all this mess. So, we'll backtrack a little bit here. Supposedly the owner tried getting it started, and it wouldn't start. So he put the starter in it. Not exactly sure if it's not cranking or not starting. There's a difference. Then he puts a generator on it, which I have no idea what that has to do with starting. I think he put plug wires on it. So the first thing I did was try to find top dead center, which in these old girls there's a pointer on the flywheel, and I found it. So I got that where it should be, and I found top dead by, pulling the number 1 plug out and spinning it over until it was on a compression stroke. Nothing too complicated. Oh yeah, so I was turning this over before I took the spark plugs out, and it turned over kind of hard. So I could, it's got good compression. No, you take the spark plugs out and it still turns over really hard. So that's not good. Plug wires were way off. Whoever put the plug wires on, they weren't even in the same ballpark. And I think I showed this last time, but it's missing a part there. A little piece of sheet metal that goes from here to the pointer here for the rotor button. So there's no spark getting from here to there. The points were just not good. And he bought new parts. Okay, cool. So I go to put them in. Well, the points are wrong. So I reworked them. Got those to work. The distributor button was wrong. Nah, I'm not gonna get it back off. It's on there tight. But on the one he bought, this one here just has that little step in it, or a little key in it. The one that he bought had a piece that went all the way across. Well, the distributor shaft doesn't have that provision for that, so took my die grinder, ground that all out, so I had it looking like this. It goes on tight, which is cool, and I don't want to take it back off. Let's see, the point springs hit everything. So I got plastic in here to keep it from grounding out. Took care of that. I believe the distributor cap is right. And finding number 1, right now that's number 1. He had it where number 1 was over here. So that's not number 1. So that's where we're at right now. So I figured I'd better, I pulled the plugs out. I already knew when I pulled the plugs out I saw this, but I thought this was kind of cool. I don't know if these are new or not, but they look new. So that one, focus, it's supposed to be 25 thousandths. One of these is completely crushed flat. Might be this one here. Come on, come on. That's not 25 thousandths. That looks like you just took it out of the box and put it in the motor. So we're gonna re-gap them with my trusty old school gapper. And if we get spark, and the wiring is it's bad. So I'm gonna put jumper wires in here. I see he's got the ballast resistor not hooked up. So I gotta see what kind of coil that is, see if it needs one or not. For right now, I might not even worry about it. There is rust and crud and booger in the bottom of the carburetor here in the throttle plates. I don't know what that's gonna mean. Inside cylinders are all clean. I don't see no rust. It's probably just really dry. Hoping that's why it's turning over kind of hard by hand. So I'm gonna squirt some oil in there and re-gap these plugs. Make some wires up quick. Stick a battery in here. Disconnect the car because the car is, the wiring in here is messed up. And we'll see if we got spark. I'll bring it back if something cool happens. Alright, so got spark. Dump some gas down it. I guess we'll see what happens. They're gonna see just like I am. Here we go. Thinking about it. The power wire just fell off. Let me put that back on here. There we go. It wants wants to. I don't know if I can reach over there and grab the throttle. That's probably what it needs. Alright, just a second. Alright, take whatever. Got gas in it, jammed a bolt in that big hole. Put the power back to the coil here and see what happens. I gotta give it some throttle so you guys can sit here. Hopefully you can see. Well, it runs. Doesn't run very well, but it runs. That's a plus. Alrighty, let's see what else we can find. So I got a hole in the intake manifold here. Looks like it rusted through that freeze plug. You can see the smoke coming out of it. That's the intake. So I gotta plug that off. Be right back. Alright, so it does kind of run, kinda. I think I got major vacuum leaks over by that carburetor base. I see smoke coming out between the carburetor and the intake. I got that 5/16 bolt jammed in the cord plug in the intake, and I'm sure that's leaking a lot because that didn't really go in tight, but it helped a little bit. And God only knows what else is wrong in this thing. Definitely wasn't running yesterday or the day before, judging by the crap that blew out of the exhaust. Neat. No mice though, that's good. Hate it when mice come shooting out like cannons. So I think that's as far as I'm gonna go. I got my report made up for him. I'll give him a jingle jangle and tell him all the great news about his car he bought. Alrighty guys, later.